if their people would have been ready, I can actually decipher everything for you guys. But it is very sad reality, really. Like, very sad reality. They don't want to see the truth because there is something else which is more important: money, power. Like, I see everything in this world. I can tell which guy is like what person, which girl is like what. And it's very easy to tell also. It's not like something which is, now it's not just intuition based. Basically, I have spent a lot of work in connecting the intermediate pieces. So it's not just like intuitively I'm knowing it. I know it by seeing the action, by the even the tone of the voice in which someone speaks, the way they sit, how they treat the environment around them. You can tell what kind of person this is, Like yesterday I told you an example, no? Like the difference between the mindset of a white person and an Indian person most of the time. Now here I are talking about good Indian people, okay? We are not talking about the the Koro. Like when you see, Indian people they sit with a certain kind of contentment or containment of their own energy. But white people say, like they sit, like they will be like, yeah, this is my country. Yeah, I will do whatever I want. And this happened like today only, like 1 hour back only. There is this like white guy which has entered into our dormitory, which is completely full of like bullshit, So his energy is constantly, you can see, like it's a very triggering energy. Triggering energy means like it's rotating at a very high pace. So something which is rotating at a very high pace, something which is still, if it touches it, then it's harmful, no? And all of this is coming from the internal insecurity. The more internally insecure someone is, the more hyper or anxious they will be in the outside. Like right now also I can tell you, like you see this ghat, like most of the people are sitting silent. Most of them. But if you spot like particular white people, they will always keep talking. They will never still silent. Like there is no mechanism in which they can control their mind and mouth connection, And this is a pattern everywhere. Where do you live? I live inside here. This is my home. Okay, the Aarti is starting now. But we will finish some of the topics. Now let me put it scientifically, okay? If you think, I'm kind of like just putting negative stuff out there. How do you get caught in the trap of time? Now, Tommy, time is an illusion, So you decide after 5 hours you are going to do this. And then you decide after that you are going to do this. So you are laying out a mental projection. The strong the mental projection of someone, the less conscious they are about the present. So that white guy that I met, he has a very strong mental projection. Like he has decided his next 3 months. and then he's running like with a very high energy to do it. But then you are not conscious. You are completely in your own world. And this there are another way I decipher this also. There are people who talk about other people. The three-way communication happens, no? So either you speak to yourself, or you speak to another person, or you speak to the universe. Similarly, either you talk about yourself. Now this was like in practical sense. Either you talk about yourself in a conversation, or you talk about the reality or the universe. Like, this river is like this and the earth is like this. So this is talking about the universe. Or you talk about the other person. Most of the narcissist, the egoist, or the people which we need to remove, they will always keep talking about themselves. Always. You will see. Now, it's very easy, no? You just audio record the soundtrack of the entire day and you evaluate how much time they spent on talking about themselves. I am doing this, I am going to do this, I need to do this, I this. And how much time they spent about talking about the universe. Basically, how do we make this world better? What is the problem here? What is this? Like, all of that. And how much time they spend talking, about someone who is in conversation with them. Okay, so, you are doing it like that. Oh, so you are feeling it. How much is you coming? And how much is I coming, and how much is general universe conversation are coming, which are not I and you. These should be very easy, no? Like to decipher these patterns in your life. Basically, it's a toxic masculine energy which has gone uncontrolled in this world, because the feminine has lost its control or aggression. Basically, they have termed that feminine means no aggression. That's how spirituality is also corrupted. Like, people have started thinking that a spiritual person needs to be like calm and giving all the time, and we're like, yes, you come here, I will give you this. Yes, you come here, I will give you this. It's a weird image that is made in the minds of the people, which is actually very surprising, because most of the people which we treat as great spiritual figures or great like avatars of God, they actually have killed so many people, they have fought so many wars. Like, leave the Ramayana war. Even before that, Ram killed so many Rakshas. So do you think that Rakshas will come to Ram and then he will be like, oh, I am the avatar of Vishnu, what do you need? Okay, you take this. No. So the feminine has lost its touch in wielding the power. So then you see the toxic masculine thus running around wild everywhere. They have no sense of boundaries, because they are completely in their own mind, no? It's only I, like that. So everywhere they go, they take their insecurity with them. And you can see the body language also. They'll be like this hyper all the time. Yes. Oh. So, what are we going to do next? Yes. Yeah, I'm here. This. Like, if you measure their energetic bodily movements, you will find they are constantly like this. And all of this can be easily measured. These days you have AI and everything, no? You just record the video of someone the entire day, the audio of someone the entire day, and then you put these filters. Like, what is this guy talking about in his entire day? Is he talking about themselves, Are they talking about the universe, or are they talking about someone else, some other form in the universe? In video also you can see how much bodily movements or energetic movements that person is making in the day, and how much of it is like, you have to understand it like very easily. Let's say you are in a confined space and everyone is like vibrating like this, okay? Now they are vibrating in their own space, so you can stay together also and you can vibrate also. But then someone comes with a very high, they're like so now this automatically induces fear in you, because that person is like uncontrollable. You cannot make the person stop talking. It's like a defective human machine only, which have no control between the mind and the mouth. Again, same. And what is sad about all of this is not like these people are like that. These people are like that. That is fine. But it's like the other people who are feminine in nature, they don't do anything. They just watch and take it. They just say like, yeah, we are tolerant. Please give us more pain so that we can prove that we are tolerant. No, if you are tolerant, you don't need to prove it to anyone. If you are tolerant, then you understand. It's happening on every level, like on male female level also, in terms of Indian versus European level also. Like I have to take the brunt of all of this, man. Like because it feels like, I am the only one fighting. It's like everybody else is like busy in their own stuff, and I am the only one who is fighting to make the world a better place. So like, yeah, we are focused on our business, we are focused on our this job, we are focused on our this job, but even the people who are supposedly on your side, they also are not on your side. They're like they want to play safe, because everybody wants to protect their own little bubble identity. I mean, it is fine also. I don't mind. I have fought alone only my entire life. It doesn't really matter, because the truth is truth. So you need to fight for it. So whether someone else comes or not, it is irrelevant. It will be their karma. This is my karma. I do my karma, live my life, then go back to sleep. I have to do a lot of this is why, like, I have realized it for myself now, observing like my own patterns and behaviors. It's very hard for me to be in feminine energy, because No, actually, you become infeminine. It's very hard for you to be. I don't know, man. It's confusing. But the main point which I was trying to say is like so much female wounds in the civilization. So many female wounds. Like feminine is the one who gives you kind of unconditional love and makes you feel safe in the world. And when that doesn't happen, it's like you are constantly living in fear. Like this I experienced live also before, like I realized like what was like Radha Krishna relationship. And somewhere it is like you find someone who you completely can be yourself. Or you find someone who's like can just be. Where your expression is not judged. Now everybody likes to be done it to them, but they never want to do it for others because judgment is a very strong ego tool. No? By judgment, we try to put others, evaluate, and see like, okay, I am better. So they don't want them to be judged because then again the same fear. What if they are not better? But they do want to do it for everyone else. Like look at this America, all these European countries, no? Constantly they are judging other countries. But when someone judges them, then suddenly it becomes intolerance, you know? How much like guilt wounds and inferiority wounds the Indian civilization has that they are still letting these guys like walk all over them. 75 years we are independent, I think so, right? Like India has become like a open casino. Everyone can come and do whatever they want and go away. Like while their countries are completely bounded, protected, like to go there we have to pass through like examinations after examinations, like you know. Like very basic example, no? My sister was pregnant in Canada, so we applied for a visa for the mom. They didn't give the visa because giving visa for someone to come and help you during pregnancy is not their criteria of giving visa. You understand? And these, look at all the bullshit that we accept in our country. They come and do whatever they want. Anytime they can come and come. But even if you want to go and help someone, your relative in another country, you cannot go. Think about this situation. Like you guys are like seriously very stupid. Now, economy-wise also there is no problem. No, we are the 5th largest economy. Money also we have. If you see even cafes also, I can like literally show you live videos of all of this stuff, like proof. Like how an Indian person treats a white person and how an Indian person treats an Indian person. like in white person, suddenly they become like very obedient and like, yes, 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 sir, please, sir, come, sir, yes, yes. And if Indian person come, they were like, why are you like this? When I was like a travel photographer, I went to Udaipur, in a hostel. And he was like, we don't accept Indians. And I was like, who are you? Are you not Indian? Like, this used to be big scene in Kasol also. Like, they will not admit Indian people in the cafes or restaurants. In India only this happens. So basically, this is another form of colonization happen in a different manner. They are forming colony only, no? Like their own local colony in which you are not allowed. This is what the French did to Pondicherry. Like they formed their own local community and then were like, okay, no, this is our space. They are coming into our land. And most of the times it's not about, like they are more civilized. They are actually less civilized. But these cafe owners don't admit Indians because they want the Israeli girls to come there so that they can have sex with them. That is the main reason. Because they are more loose with these things. But you mean like more loose? Basically, they have no character. No, that is the thing. Like there are Indians who are ready to sell their country, their soul, everything, just for some benefit of sex or money or something like that. And the weird part is like I am the only one like this is all of this is truth. I mean you can find proper sources and I can show you live also if you want. Because I'm in the place. This happens every day around me. Every day it happens. I can literally show you like the comparison video. The interaction with foreigner, interaction with Indian. Compare now the body language, the smile on the face, everything. All of this can be proved, conclusively also. It's not like, see, right now I have broken down everything, connected all the psychology and spirituality and everything. So it's not like you are just talking in air. I come with proofs now. Give me your entire day, like 5 recording of the 5 senses, what kind of data you inhaled. And I will tell you. You can analyze it. How much this guy, in which place they lie in consciousness. I mean, I can tell it intuitively also, but I have to do all of this stuff so that, again, world karma. Like there's a stark difference between how an Indian is treated in European countries or like these white countries, you can say. Like because they are spread so where now it's very difficult to categorize them also. Like Australia, New Zealand is also there. Like Canada, USA is also there. European lineage people, you can say. Like if you go there, you will be treated like shit. Literally. Like I went to buy flute in a shop in Canada, and just on entering only, the guy was racist. It's like, you're not even saying anything. You're not even being anything. Like think about people doing that in India. It will be so weird. Like even Indians will stand against. No, this is how not you treat like a guest or someone like that. What about how they treat you? Like this I observed also, no? Most of the white people, when they come, they keep being in their own world. It's very stark. They will always form the group, white people group, like, and it will form instantly. Once you are having in hostel, in next 15, 20 minutes, you have the entire group ready. Oh, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Hungary. Oh, where are you from? Oh, I am from France. Yeah. France is very beautiful, and Paris is like that, and next the place. Oh, yes. We do it like that. So basically, all of the internal stuff will start. Like, bro, why are you talking here? Now go in Paris and talk. No. Why do you have to come to India and talk about all of your countries back? This also, like in foreign countries, they have big problem. Like if an Indian goes and they start talking in Hindi to each other, they get very infuriated. They're like, "Why are you talking in Hindi? This is Canada. You talk in English." But why are we not doing the same thing in India then? Why are they not applying the same principles to themselves? Do they learn language of every country they go to? Unconscious people, basically, who are not conscious of what they are doing in the immediate reality, they put the load on conscious people. This example I have given before also. This is like somebody who is unconsciously driving on the road. Now the road safety load is on the someone who is consciously driving. You understand? Now that guy has to avoid the accident because the other guy doesn't care. So we have a lot of these kind of guys who are going uncontrollably in life, and the other people have to adjust according to them, just because the accident doesn't happen. But the accident will happen because the more you give space, the more they will take space, and they will keep taking space unless you have no place to move also. So the accident will happen anyways. So it's better if it happens with a consciousness and you finish it, no? Like someone who is watching the road and walking has to take care of even the person who is not watching and walking, because he has to make space because he is the one watching. The other person is lost in some other world. I mean, they are very simple analogies to understand if somebody really wants to understand. But this also I realized in life, like people make all sort of excuses. Like this stuff I have been like telling and teaching for 3.5 years now. The same stuff, again and again, repetition, just through different words and everything. And now that because I have a scientific proper proof with me, now they cannot deny it. So they come with like different, like, oh, we didn't know it. So why did you know it? I was telling you for 3.5 years. Okay, I will attend the Aarti now. Bye bye. I like this.